It was a good way to make friends, and I had done it in like middle school and when I was growing up. So I knew I would make friends that had the same interests as me, and it's just a good way to like get out there.
I did a required show in 5th grade, and Elena Jurgensen told me that she was forcing me to do a show during the summer, and I was like, all right, whatever. And then it was a lot of fun, so I kept doing it.
So I started doing dance when I was about 6, and then I was in my first show in 5th grade, I think it was, and pretty much ever since then I got bit by the theater bug.
I had a friend in 6th grade that begged me to do the play that year, and I did it, and I ended up loving it. So I tried it again in 8th grade, I loved it again. Tried it again freshman year, ended up loving it, so I just kind of stuck with it.
My older brothers actually goes to theater, and I remember like my brother was in 6th grade and I was in like 3rd or 4th, and he wanted me to help him rehearse the lines for an audition he had. And I was like, okay, sure. And I remember I had fun doing that, so I knew when I went to middle school I wanted to do that because I wanted to be like my brother, and then I kind of just stuck with it since then. And now all 3 members of my family, including myself, have like gone through Olathe East Theater.
So I had a lot of inspiration from my father who does theater, and I really started getting into theater in 6th grade. So I think my dad really inspired me to get into theater.
I always loved music from a really early age, and then in elementary school we started doing just like plays for the whole class, and I realized that that was something I really enjoyed doing, and I started getting involved more in middle school and just fell in love with it.
Growing up, my family just always watched musicals and always was just a part of like musicals and music and all that stuff. So that's kind of what got me into it.
I grew up dancing, and so I was super involved, and then I used to see Olathe East shows, and I was always like, I want to be on that stage one day. So yeah.
I like it a lot. I like meeting the new freshmen that we will leave the program with and like make sure that we leave it in good hands, I guess.
It's cool. It's cool to direct. I haven't really ever been on this side of the production, so it's cool. It's a cool leadership thing. It's fun.
It's really fun. It's weird because that's where I got my start in theater freshman year. So now that I'm giving that same start to some other freshmen is really cool for me.
It's really fun to direct. Our cast is very sweet, and I'm really excited to see how they do next Thursday and Friday.
I'm in Carrie right now. I play Chris, and the show is in November, so yeah.
I am co-directing a show with Ashley Gaffney, who's another senior in our theater department, and we are doing a show from SNL called What's Wrong with This Picture, and it's about this game show where they put up a cartoon picture and contestants have to guess what's wrong with it, but they don't know what's going on.
I am co-directing a show with another senior, Madeline King, and the show we're doing, it's a SNL sketch kind of combined together. It's called What's Wrong with This Picture, and the contestants just guess what's wrong with the photo, except they're really, really bad at it.
It's called Generic Suburban High School Students. Do they know things? What do they know? Let's find out. And I'm directing it by myself. I wrote it. It's a really fun show.
So we are doing a show called Family Meeting, and it is basically a family meeting that kind of turns into a job interview type thing, and it gets kind of crazy, but it's very funny.
Carrie's gonna be lit. That's gonna be cool. It's like a horror show, so it's cool. It's kind of different. It'll be cool. It's cool. I always like plays. Plays are what I like. So, No Signs of Intelligent Life is gonna be good. The Foreigner is another play we're doing. That one. I like comedies and I like plays, so look forward to that one.
I think I'm most excited for Carrie because it's a type of show that we've really never done before and I've never been a part of. So I'm really excited to see kind of what we can do with that.
Probably Mamma Mia, just because it's such a fun musical and it has a lot of dance in it that I'm super excited for.
I'm super excited for Carrie because I've never done a horror show, and the blood's gonna be pretty cool. I think you definitely should. 100% recommend. It's a lot of fun. And also, if you do decide to get involved in theater, something I found in myself was when I was a freshman and sophomore, I put so much pressure on myself. But I think if you just kind of take a step back and take the expectations off yourself, that's how you'll really thrive in theater. And you just give yourself the freedom to do whatever you want without comparing yourself to others.
I think if anyone wants to join theater, even the slightest, they should really just go for it because it's a super great way to meet a lot of good people. I've met pretty much all my best friends through this program, and you can get involved with acting or tech, or maybe you're in band and you can do like the pit band when we have one for shows, and it's a super good extracurricular, and you can meet a lot of people, get a lot of opportunities, and it's fun.
I would definitely say to just get involved in any way that you can. It's a super fun community to start getting involved in as early as you can. And then the more people you meet and like the more opportunities you get as you go throughout high school, it'll just be a really awesome way to be involved.
Stay involved and like try to do as much as you can, because you want to have like a good group of friends so that you truly enjoy like what you're doing.
My advice I would give to freshmen is to encourage them to try out for anything and keep an open mind going into the year. Like if you usually don't do plays, just audition for the play and see where it gets you, and just to go to all the functions so you can meet new friends and make friends with upperclassmen or other underclassmen.